The number 24 ranked Creighton Bluejays travel to New Jersey for a non-conference matchup with the Princeton Tigers. Creighton hasn't let up a goal in over 300 minutes of play, and after a slow start, Princeton has 4 wins and a tie in their last 5 games. 2 teams in top form. ESPNU College Soccer is next. And welcome into ESPNU's coverage of men's college soccer. 24th ranked Creighton Bluejays taking on the Princeton Tigers from Roberts Stadium on the campus of Princeton University in Princeton, New Jersey. And welcome in, everybody. I'm Glenn Davis. Alongside me, former U.S. women's national team coach Tony DeCicco. And both Creighton and Princeton tonight realize there is a lot to be taken out of these non-conference games.
Well, both coaches want a quality non-conference game before the stretch run of their conference matches. So both coaches are looking to take something out of this match.
Let's talk about an attacking player for Creighton from Germany, Timo Peter.
Well, Timo Peter's a freshman, but he's from Germany, very sophisticated. Coach Bolovich said he's very coachable, and he scored 3 goals in the last 4 games.
He'll be on display tonight here. The elements may play a part in this one as well. And Princeton, though, got off to a slow start, Tony, and are beginning to find their game.
Well, they got off to a slow start, but in the 1-0 loss to Georgetown, Coach Barlow said the second half was outstanding. His team picked up a collective confidence from that, and they've been 4-0-1 since that match.
And how about this? A storyline tonight, the 2 brothers, Matt Sanner and Thomas Sanner.
Well, you don't have to worry about chemistry with these 2, but Matt Sanner, the older, is scoring goals, and Thomas Sanner is scoring goals. It's helping the Tigers.
Starting lineup, opening kickoffs coming up next. ESPNU Men's College Soccer is brought to you by the Venture Card from Capital One. Earn double miles you can actually use. Welcome back to Roberts Stadium. Creighton getting set to take on Princeton. Glenn Davis alongside Tony DeCicco. How about that, Coach? Elmar Bolowich, his second season here at Creighton. Last year led them to the 2011 NCAA College Cup. We remember him for 23 years at the University of North Carolina. Take a look at this starting lineup in a 4-3-3, Tony.
Well, yeah, he's got a good lineup, and I think Jose Gomez is a key for him today. He says he runs hot and cold, and he needs him to show up today.
Barnes and Coleman will do the holding in midfield. Blandon is the highest striker. How about Jim Barlow, another coach with a tremendous resume. 17th season at Princeton, a record of 124, 118, and 45, and played under Bob Bradley as a player here.
Right. You know, he's going to try to get Sieta and Benedict forward. That's key for them, but I think the player to watch is Cameron Porter, right wing. He's a take-on artist. He's also scoring goals. He'll be exciting.
Princeton 5-3-1, Creighton 7-3-2. Princeton in orange, Creighton in the gray. It's game on here at Roberts Stadium in Princeton. A very important match for both these teams as they look to take a lot away from this here tonight and take it back into their conference play. Princeton, of course, in the Ivy League. And, of course, Creighton, the Bluejays, play in the Missouri Valley Conference. 9 is Benedict from Milburn, New Jersey. 13 here is Porter. Very important goal against Brown in Princeton's last game, a 1-1 draw. 6 is Heinz Ike for Creighton, and out of play it goes. Expect this one to be fast here, Tony, tonight with the slick surface.
It will be fast, and both teams like to press high, so we'll see how that works out. Of course, when you're pressing high, you're putting a lot of players forward. You're vulnerable a little bit for the counterattack.
We spoke to both coaches, and that clearly is both of their plans here tonight.
Both coaches like this game because the opponent plays soccer, and they both mentioned that they wanted to play against a team that plays a good, high-quality game.
And that was pretty compelling. You know, you ask Elmar Bolowich about this game, and he says the reason we want to play Princeton is because we like the style of soccer they play.
He likes the style of soccer. He wants to play a team with a high RPI, and I think he wants to play in this nice soccer stadium.
2 programs with wonderful facilities. Absolutely gorgeous stadium here that holds 2,356 fans. It's in its 4th year, opened in 2008. We prepared here for the long throw from Princeton. And in it comes, and it is a long throw. Second ball is picked up now by Creighton. Programs with a lot of wonderful history. Here's Benedict now. Picks his head up. Drives a straight ball and hits it in behind the defense. It'll skip out of play. It'll be a goal kick to Creighton here. A few minutes in. A reminder, the clock ticks down to the 0 mark. Good look there at Princeton's number 9, the very dangerous Chris Benedict, who loves to get forward from that right back position.
And he's key for Princeton, and that was a good ball, but on this wet surface it's going to skip as it did out of play.
Coming back there was the captain, number 17, Matt Sanner from Indianapolis. Of course, we mentioned in our open the Sanner brothers. 5 goals between those 2.
And you can see the pressing here by Creighton. Did a good job of double teaming on the flank, forcing a quick pass, was picked up, foul committed.
Zach Barnes here, lost possession. 18 is Patrick O'Neill for Princeton, gets it wide now. Cameron Porter, 13, lost possession. Ball moving off the feet of players pretty quickly here tonight. Wonderful turn there. Away from pressure.
That's Jose Gomez, and that's a player that has a lot of talent, a little bit hot and cold, but I think we can see some wonderful soccer from him. He's on his game.
Chance here for Creighton to go up 1-0, and a very big save early here from Seth McMillan in goal for Princeton, who had 3 saves against Brown. Let's go to the Creighton coach's keys here tonight.
Well, Coach Bolowich wants to press in Princeton's half. Wants to press high, looking for some giveaways and then some quick attacks, and he also wants to possess the ball. I think that he feels that's key for Creighton to be successful.
Jose Ribas off the corner, a play, a short one. Gomez, Ribas, maybe a shooting opportunity here. That one hit, took a deflection, and just flashing wide here to be another corner for Creighton, who work a nice short corner there.
Well, that's two good opportunities from Creighton in just, you know, less than a minute. Good shot, flicked off a defender's head, but it was going to be dangerous if it got through.
Timo Peter, who we featured in the Open from Germany, getting the shot off. It's another corner now for Creighton. Ribas to take it again, and this time goes towards the back post. Played right back in the header. Princeton now under some big duress here. Another shot from longer range and handled cleanly by McMillan. 7th game of the year for him. He's got 2 shutouts. He's only conceded 4 goals.
They've gone over 300 minutes without conceding a goal, so they're obviously defending very well as a team.
Benedict switching a very dangerous ball, but it works out for him. It's a flat ball. Done by McGinnis. Switch to the point of attack, and
didn't come off, but you gotta like the young freshman Thomas Sander trying to take that off his chest and volley it in. So Coach Barlow, he also wants to press high to take Creighton off their game, and he's looking for opportunities on set pieces. They've been very dangerous on set pieces. They've just earned one.
Awkward clearance. Princeton will get the corner. Going over to take it is Miles McGinley, a sophomore. Wonderful engine in the Princeton midfield. See what type of delivery he puts in here. He's got a lot of nice targets. Into the box it comes. McGinley again with the inside of his foot over the top. Good shooting opportunity there for number 30 Dylan Bowman, who gets to start wide in midfield here today. Chances for both teams.
Well, I like the way that that ball was attacked in the penalty area, and you can see why they're opportunistic on their set pieces.
Creighton was actually number 2 in preseason rankings. They do attack in a variety of ways. Team that's fast, physical, and a team, according to their head coach Elmar Bolowich, is still seeking their identity because of the loss of 7 starters from last year.
Yeah, they have 15 new players in, so the fact that they are now reaching their best form of the season, I think, is pretty optimistic for him.
Giveaway in midfield. 17 was Matt Sander. Switched here to number 13. Cameron Porter, Benedict, Porter. A strong tackle there from number 8, Jose Ribas. Player down on the far side of the field for Princeton is number 17, Matt Sander, the captain. So this is not a good sign for Jim Barlow. Your captain, one of your real spiritual leaders, who's got 2 goals and 2 assists on the year, a player that some might ultimately be in Major League Soccer here.
He got stepped on. That hurts. Can be serious at times, but hopefully he'll be able to shake it off and get back into the match.
Clip there by number 27, Brent Coleman, the holding midfielder for Creighton. Now, this is a critical piece in this game as to how well Matt Sander can recover from this. ESPNU's coverage of women's college soccer features a Big 12 matchup this Sunday. 25th ranked Baylor taking on 22nd ranked Oklahoma State, led by goalkeeper Adi French. Women's college soccer Sunday, 5 Eastern on ESPNU. Wonderful slate of college games, and Sander gingerly walking off here. Circle around this because that is the captain, a spiritual leader, one of the best players on Princeton, Matt Sander, going off.
He directs their attack. He's dangerous on the set pieces, directs their attack, and as we said in the pregame, has a great chemistry with his freshman brother, Thomas.
Benedict. Real pressing play here from Creighton. Princeton will get it switched. Good turn, good ball down the line here. And a wonderful tackle coming out of the middle there from Heinz Ike of Creighton. Good cover there out of the middle, and things happening quickly here tonight.
Another long throw in. These are really dangerous. They can be flicked on by a defender. There's no offside, of course, so everybody's in the goal box.
Mark Linville off the throw. In it comes again, and boy, Bolovich didn't come off his line. Princeton's claiming goal.
And they've got it.
And they have it. It did cross the line according to the referee, Mohammed Samadpour, and it is 1-0.
Well, the referee looked at his assistant referee, and he got the signal that it was in. That's good work with the referee corps. Here's that long throw. It doesn't get cleared. It ends up on the ground in front of the goal, and then it's anybody's chance. Here it is on the ground.
Goal scorer for Princeton is Miles McGinley, who picks up his first of the year.
That's going to be a weapon the whole game. Any throw-ins on either side are going to turn into dangerous corner kick type of situations.
Princeton gets off to a wonderful start here. 13 is Porter, weaving his way down the right side, tries to get the delivery, and they get another corner. Tackled away there by number 28, Andrew Ribeiro.
And you can see Cameron
piece after set piece here.
Yeah, you can see Cameron Porter, that 1v1, stole the ball, took on two, and earned the corner. This will be dangerous again.
Saida to take it from Califon, New Jersey. Drives it into the near post. Here's Tanner back on. Tried to square it back out. And maybe an opportunity to come on the counterattack here for Creighton. And a wonderful play from Benedict here to slow that down. Gets it wide. Porter. Reba shielding him off and does well there. For Creighton, playing direct now. Stepping up nicely there was Linville. Billy McGinnis now. Over the top they go. This one's going to skip all the way back to Seth McMillan. The question is the pace of this one, Tony. Will either team be able to get a little bit of calm in this storm here and be able to put a foot on a ball tonight?
I think it may settle down, but remember, it's a little bit slick out there. But usually two teams like this are going to start the game really hard. They're going to press each other. Both like to press high. We might see it settle down a little bit.
Team's off to a flying start here. It's Princeton 1-0. Getting a goal from Miles McGinley. Cameron Porter. Over the top it goes. Empty net. Player slips and goes down.
Thomas Center again. You got to. If that ball hits the ground, it's an easy play for the keeper.
Beautiful switch from Matt Sanner. Cameron Porter has won it back. Goes towards the end line and gets cut off there, intervening at the right time for Creighton. How about that? Not very often you see a head coach coaching his son, Tony.
Well, especially as a goalkeeper, because, you know, the goalkeeper position is often very black and white. Mistakes usually are punished. It's not easy, but I'm sure they have a great relationship.
Officially in the 9th minute. 55 degrees here in Princeton, so it is a real good East Coast college soccer weather. There's your goal scorer, number 3 for Princeton, Miles McGinley.
A holding midfielder got in and got active.
And he sticks over the top. There'll be no pressure here. Off his line is Bolovic.
I really like the battle between Jose Ribas, left back for Creighton, and Cameron Porter, the right wing for Princeton. Those two will be going after it all game long.
Direct ball will go over the top. It'll go all the way back to Seth McMillan. Creighton comes off a 1-0 win in overtime over Southern Illinois Edwardsville.
Their captain Andrew Barrio scored that goal I believe off the set piece.
Let's not forget Creighton last year was 22-2-1, went to the NCAA College Cup. Benedict, Cameron Porter.
And that's what's impressive is that even though he lost 14 players last year, 15 new players, Coach Bolovic has brought this team around, and they're playing their best soccer right now in the stretch run through conference play.
They traveled in Monday. Switched by Miles McGinley. Calm ball from McMillan here as Princeton tries to build it up in their own half of the field. Boy, almost a dangerous moment there because Miles McGinley almost got caught in possession. Linville, Benedict now, Porter.
Here's that battle again.
This against Porter. That Sander played that in towards his brother Thomas, and that's the combination, the two brothers looking for each other there.
Yeah, dangerous ball, a little bent ball behind the defense. He didn't have to look. He knew his brother Thomas was making a run to get in.
The long throw again now. This led to the first and only goal of this game.
It looks like it's a corner.
It's actually a corner now. Linville had come over.
Creighton plays with a lot of zone players and a few marked.
Into the near post, headed out firmly. Good defensive header. Maybe a chance to break out. And flying forward here is number 18, Timo Peter. That's the man to keep an eye on. ESPNU's coverage of women's college volleyball continuing Wednesday with the SEC on ESPN. Lady Vols of Tennessee facing the LSU Tigers. Tennessee LSU Wednesday 8 Eastern on ESPNU. Boy, that last attack though with Timo Peter, Tony, we did see some pace and power there coming out of midfield.
And he made the right choice. He had his head on a swivel. He saw the player on the right flank streaking forward. It was just a good defensive play to block that pass.
Cameron Porter does well to pick his head up now. Benito Amaral.
It's a good soccer name right there.
It is. To the captain, Ribeiro. Peter lost it. Good tackle there from Benedict, the right back. Here's Benedict on the ball now for Princeton. This play out of pressure from Patrick O'Neill to get it switched for Princeton. Again, Princeton in the orange, Creighton in the gray. That hit over the top coming from number 17, Matt Sander.
I like what Princeton's doing more in the attacking third of the field. Right now, Christian Blandon for Creighton, center forward, I don't think has seen the ball yet. So they've got to find their center forward. He's got to hold, he's got to lay it off, and now maybe they can build something. Because right now, Princeton's dictating the game.
Creighton makes a change. Sean Kim from Fremont, California comes on. Has started 5 times this year, has appeared in every game. He's got 3 goals.
Nice productive substitute to have.
It's Billy McGinnis stepping up for Princeton. Here's number 8 now. Jose Ribas. Benedict will get the throw. So there's your substitution rules. No re-entry once you are taken out. But in the second half, if you are subbed out, you are allowed to re-enter once. So the substitution patterns of coaches are very integral in these games, Tony.
Absolutely. Especially in the first half. And that's why you saw no one come in for Matt Sander, even though he was out for a minute or two when he was injured. Because if they substituted for him, he'd been out for the rest of that half.
Barrow now, the captain, into midfield. He picked out Barnes. 10 is Jose Gomez, who Omar Bolovich is going to want to get on the ball. Tony mentioned a player that's hot and cold, but one that is very, very talented. Come up with the creative ideas for you.
Well, right now, Gomez and Blandon are 2 players for Creighton that we haven't seen much of. Attacking midfielder, center forward. They need to get more of the ball.
Sean Kim now. Benedict. Bowman has now switched to the right side and to the other side of the field as flip-flopped, and Porter now is going to the far side of the field for Princeton. 2 wide players have switched it up. Matt Sander. Jose Gomez fending off a challenge, plays it forward, and it'll be a throw into Princeton.
Princeton midfield, both teams play a similar system. Creighton plays a 4-2-3-1. Princeton plays a 4-3-3. They're fairly identical. But right now, the Princeton midfield is creating a lot of problems for the Creighton midfield, just in their pressing, how active they are around the ball.
Really disrupting their rhythm. Absolutely. Benedict. Bowman now. Princeton still trying, Tony, to replace the loss of Julian Griggs, who is out with an ACL injury. That was a huge loss for them.
Big loss. He was their best attacking player, and but this is where a freshman like Thomas Sander steps in. He's scored now 3 goals, 5 assists, so he's picking up some of the loss from Julian Griggs.
Creighton also tonight missing Eric Miller, called into the U.S. under-20 national team under Todd Ramos.
Yeah, they're in Spain. They'll have some good international matches, and I applaud Coach Bolovich for seeing how valuable it is for Miller to get international experience, even though he's missing matches with Creighton.
20s at the Marbella Cup, playing Canada, Scotland, and Azerbaijan. Go back to Alex Bolovich, who will distribute over here to number 8, Jose Ribas. Ribas converted to the left back position from midfield.
He's from Ecuador, and I can see that he's a good player.
Bruno Castro coming off. Take a look at the class breakdown here for Creighton. 4 seniors, but look at the sophomores and freshmen. 18 young players on this team, Tony.
And they're evolving, and that's what's so exciting for Coach Bolovich, is he sees this team evolving. He said they had early success, but reality set in, and then they had a stretch where they lost some games, but now they've got it back, and they're playing good defense, and his young players are starting to respond.
High Ryan Zeik played that forward. Second ball now falling and getting brought down here. Now it's a time for a wonderful opportunity for a free kick here.
Kim has been active since he's been in the match. He's getting on the end of balls, and here he earns a dangerous set piece.
Princeton Creighton, Glenn Davis alongside Tony DeChico.
Looks like Gomez is setting up to hit this.
Jose Gomez is there, so is Jose Ribas.
And I always look to see following this shot in. Defenders have got to follow it in. Attackers have got to follow it in.
Short one, it's left off. Long hit. What a shot and what a save. McMillan comes up with the first goalkeeping gem of this game after a wonderful hit here from long range.
Here's a strike, left-footed strike, swerving a bit, and McMillan does well to put it over the top of the crossbar.
Timo Peter, the German, with that hit. Ribas will come over to take the corner, so maybe some positive energy taken out of that by Creighton now. As we approach the 21-minute mark of the first half here. They play the short one again.
Bent into the far post. No, he's shooting near post.
Gomez does not work out well for him. The goal kick will come to Princeton now. Princeton again in the orange, Creighton in the gray.
I always like to see those bent into the far post because it's easy for them to lose their mark. But here's that shot from Peter, and great save by McMillan.
Ribas lost it. Big switch and a wise ball there from number 8, Thomas Sander, the freshman.
The pleasant surprise, that's what Jim Barlow calls it. Pleasant surprise. You know, he's 6'3", so he's, you know, tough to deal with. He's good with his head, but he's also good with his feet.
Running out of pressure was Dylan Bowman. He lost it now. Big chance here for Creighton to tie things up, and they are gonna. Spectacular goal there off the bench. Sean Kim has tied it up for the Blue Jays.
Well, that's what they needed from Gomez. They needed that through ball. It was a great through pass, but give Sean Kim credit. He saw it. He saw the run. He got on the end of it. Under pressure, lifts it over the goalkeeper. Here comes that steal. Through ball, under pressure, but just lifts it as McMillan goes down to the ground. Great goal. Great sub. Here it is again. We got a game here, Glenn.
Fourth goal of the year for Kim, coming in the 21st minute.
And that's that high pressing that both teams like to do, because when you can win the ball high, and that was one in just in the midfield, it's one pass to get somebody in.
Number of changes now being made by Princeton.
Thomas Sander's out, and looks like Matt Sander has gone to the center forward position.
Here's Kim again, getting turned in the hole. Nice ball inside from him. Played in Peter. 10 is Jose Gomez again. Zach Barnes. So Creighton now finding their game a little bit. A slip in midfield here, maybe an opportunity to get forward for Princeton. Nice layoff. Broken up there as McGinley tried to maintain possession. Kim again, he's got some pace, causing some problems. This time he'll get called for the foul. Fourth goal of the year for Sean Kim.
This is dangerous. Well done by Rivas.
Princeton's Cameron Porter now showing up on the right side of the field again.
1v1, he is so incredibly dangerous, but Rivas played him well. But here comes the long throw. So you can see the long throw. All the target players are trying to do for Princeton is keep the ball alive, flick it on, compete so it neither the defender or the attacker gets it and ends up on the ground. Anything they can do to keep it alive like they scored in the first goal.
Came into the near post foul call. Creighton will get the restart here. 1-1. Fast-paced, entertaining first half here.
Settling down a bit. And but you know, as a goalkeeper, when you have that long thrower, make sure the target player is fronted.
Him again, the target here. Billy McGinnis deals with it for Princeton. They play away from pressure nicely.
Game is settled a little bit, Glenn.
Benedict into midfield. McGinley plays it forward. Breaking out of there is number 17, Matt Sanner. Squares it into the box and cleared. Matt Sanner proving dangerous here down the right side.
That was a thoughtful ball. He could have shot it. He just tried to sneak it in behind the defense and was cut out, but I like the thought process he had with that.
Brent Coleman now. Rebus. Barnes. Zach Barnes on the ball now for Creighton. Coleman. Good turn, switches the point of the attack.
This is better for Creighton.
This ball threaded into midfield there to Jose Gomez, who tries to pick out that run. Beautifully accurate switch there.
Well taken.
Wonderfully delivered ball.
Said fouled on that play.
Alex Wetterman delivering that pass, and there's Saida getting knocked to the surface here. Rivas curls it forward, but Benedict positioned perfectly. Princeton will get a throw. Porter quickly. Cameron Porter. Played it down the line. Matt Sanner whips in a wonderful ball. And not able to get on the end of it was number 22, Josh Miller from Portland, Oregon.
These are just nightmare balls for goalkeepers because they're bent in behind the defense. They're bending away from them, and you can see that his teammate Matt Sanner almost got on the end of it. Close call.
How wonderful is that ball, and how quickly he recognized it, delivered it. He was under pressure. Picked out beautifully the run of Josh Miller. Sanner has been impressive, and we're talking about the older Sanner right now. Matt, the captain, a 4-year starter. I guess he's listed as a striker, but it's like he's almost a withdrawn forward, would you say, Tony?
Well, he's now he's central striker, but he started the game as the attacking midfielder right behind his brother Thomas. Now he's the target player.
Cameron Porter now. Shook off a tackle, kept his balance. Great opportunity here for Princeton. Drives a shot and saved Bolovich. So Alex Bolovich coming up with a very big save there.
Big save. I'm not sure that was his best option. I think he had Sanner in the middle streaking towards the goal, but still big save by Bolovich. Remember, Creighton hasn't given up a goal in 3 games prior to this match.
Offside flag is up.
So I like the way Sean Kim plays. He's playing on the line. He's very active. He's getting balls to his feet, but he's also looking to run into the space to penetrate the space behind the defense.
Real difference off the bench, scoring his 4th goal of the year, tying this game up. Brought a wonderful energy. Miller. Cut out by Ribeiro. Benedict does well to clean up the mistake. And here he is on the ball now. Another change coming out now is a goal scorer, Miles McGinley for Princeton. Number 6, McSherry, coming on. Brendan McSherry has a wonderful skill set. Kim again, very powerful running forward.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He's been their most dangerous player in this half.
Rebus. Too tight down there, but they somehow come out of there. And here is Sean Kim, as Tony just mentioned, providing more danger, and mishit ball almost causing some problems for McMillan, but it'll be a goal kick to Princeton.
Yeah, that's that goalkeeper nightmare, the miss-hit cross that drifts into the far corner. That one was just over the goal into the top netting.
Creighton now a little confidence through passing at this stage.
Captain Linville, he's very solid in the back. I really like his entry balls too.
Rebus. Benedict, there'll be a throw in. Good pressure there. Once they lost the ball from Creighton, they'll get the throw.
Both these teams are very disciplined. As soon as they lose the ball, they're trying to win it back immediately. I think it's one of their strengths. Both teams are similar in that.
No one's getting a lot of time to get their head up on the ball here tonight so far. Sherry. Porter. Rebus off the throw. Creighton 7 shots to 6 for Princeton. McMillan has come up with 2 saves and almost threading that in. Sean Kim was Creighton. Gomez. Jose Gomez. He's going to hit it. Not a bad effort. Turned and hit it, but it was going wide anyway. McMillan gathers it in.
Slick out there. It's never a bad idea to strike a ball when you know you're going to hit it cleanly. And he took a good opportunity there, but it was no problem for McMillan.
Is the game too fast at times here tonight?
It is.
Could it be calmed down
They
more?
could open it up a little bit more, and they can calm it down. They've calmed it down somewhat. They can open it up a little bit more, keep it in the back.
Have there been times where it was maybe forced to go forward too quickly here tonight?
Yeah, and I think part of it is because of the pressure. When you're under pressure and you don't have the time and the space, you don't want to take the chance of losing the ball, so you look for a higher target. And generally, that's giving the ball to the opponent. So I credit both teams' defenses is forcing the other team into a lot of, unforced errors.
Mark Linville now coming over to take the long throw, the captain, who's been a first-team All-Ivy player for 3 years, heart and soul of defense, and his long throw led to Princeton's lone goal tonight from Miles McGinley. Let's see how Bolovich in goal deals with this. Or Creighton, and it comes again to the near post. It's flicked on over everybody. Benedict's cross is blocked by Kim. It'll be a corner. So Princeton will get a corner here as we tick down towards the 8-minute mark.
And again, Creighton's corner defense is they have 3 zoners, both posts, so you'll see a lot of Princeton players open. More than I would like.
Creighton got ahead to it. Benedict kept it in. Maybe a time to break out here. Peter trying to get there. And it's cleaned up nicely by Princeton's Billy McGinnis.
Peter tried to nutmeg McGinnis, but McGinnis was up for the challenge.
O'Neal, McSherry. Benedict, nice little ball towards the corner flag. Porter drives it in, picked off by Bolovich.
That's a good battle, isn't it? Rebus and Porter.
Energetic one-on-one matchup out here. Porter's gotten the best of him a couple times and vice versa.
Porter needs to deliver a slightly better ball than that. Get it away from the goalkeeper, not right at him. Make the goalkeeper have to make a difficult decision, but I like the way he takes on.
At a play it went. Princeton will get the throw. The target again, Sean Kim, number 9, who scored the goal for Creighton. Played at Foothill Junior College. Scored in the first 2 games of the year, so it's a good sign they've got him on track here tonight. Coleman knocked it back.
You see Ribeiro taking charge in the defense there for Creighton.
Good job. Step up.
Creighton now building it out of the back. Ribeiro, the captain.
I think he can play with his other central defender partner and keep it a little bit. Make Princeton chase it.
Heinzike. A lot of talk coming from goalkeeper Seth McMillan on the ball now for Princeton.
Creighton pressuring high again. Sean Kim is active. He's forcing early passes.
Sign flag is up. Number 17, Matt Tannen, captain of Princeton. Been impressive. Has played some purposeful and intelligent passes here in this one.
Yeah, very good. He really does direct the attack.
Benedict, Porter and Rebus again. An absolute mano-a-mano out here. And the foul will be called on Princeton's number 18, Patrick O'Neal from Malvern, Pennsylvania.
Here's the foul, a little push by O'Neal. I think it's the right call. Who says the Ivy League isn't tough? It's actually an excellent conference.
Last year, 2 teams went to the NCAAs. 2 prior years, 4. So up and down, a lot of challenging teams. Brown has been highly ranked this year.
Cornell is undefeated and the highest ranked in the Ivy League. It's a good conference. Last year, Dartmouth and Brown were co-champions, but Harvard and Brown went to the tournament.
Coming up at halftime, we'll have a chat with both of the coaches. We'll hear from Elmer Bolovich and also Jim Barlow. Also ESPNU soccer preview, highlights and analysis all coming up at halftime here on ESPNU. chested down nicely by Ribeiro.
Peter's making a run in behind.
Sean Kim. Peter is the deepest lying forward now. Princeton defends it well. Things getting pretty condensed here in midfield, and as we've said all night long, you got to get the ball off your feet quickly here. Hindsight. To the point of the attack, it'll get headed back to McMillan. 7th game for Seth McMillan. His head coach Jim Barlow says very calm. Stays in and around his line despite his larger frame and size. More of a line type goalkeeper. Benedict. Took a bad deflection. A chance here for Princeton to make it 2. Shot is wide. What an opportunity there off a bad giveaway. Josh Miller from Portland, Oregon had a wonderful chance here to make it 2-1.
Well, Matt Sanner deflected that pass, and you can see what happens. They're alert. They're alert. So when balls are mispassed or deflected, there's a Princeton player ready to pounce on it. That's a great chance in the last minute and a half.
1 minute remains in the first half.
Final minute here in the first half at Roberts Stadium. First ever meeting between Princeton and Creighton. Sean Kim. Offside flag is up.
Yeah, Peter was just offside, just ran in behind, but a good look by Sean Kim, and it's a good run by Peter. You don't mind when your player is just offside with a run like that. Here it is, just offside. Couldn't see it from our angle.
You mentioned it. Sean Kim has been very impressive how quickly he got turned there and then had a little ball in with the outside of his foot. He's been great off the bench.
When you're a lone striker, you've got to be active. When you're a lone striker, you've got to be able to run, you know, touch line to touch line sometimes to help you on the clearances, but you got to show for balls, you got to look to get in behind, and he's been the reason that Creighton's back in the game.
First half is going to come to an end here. Sean Kim tied things up. This man has been pretty evident in this game. Matt Sanner. Goal scorer for Princeton was McGinley. And McGinley would start it off in the 9th minute for Princeton, getting the game's first goal, and it came off the long throw that we had talked about, Tony, from Linville.
Yeah, here's that long throw in. Linville puts it in the box. It isn't clear. It's up in the mixer, and McGinley gets a chance at it, puts it in, clears the line. Didn't need any goal line technology on that one.
Sean Kim would produce here.
Yeah, good ball by Gomez. Kim under pressure lifts the ball as McMillan sliding. That's a good, classy goal and an important goal for Creighton.
And he had come off the bench for Elmer Bolovich. So that is our 1-1 halftime score here at Princeton University. Let's go to the head coach of Princeton, Jim Barlow. Jim, thank you for taking the time out to join us.
Sure, guys. Thanks.
Well, just quickly, your assessment of what we see up here is a very, very fast-paced first half.
Yeah, Creighton's got a lot of weapons up the field. I think our guys are having a hard time keeping track of their runners off the ball, and with one pass through, they can get so dangerous. So it's really important for our guys to keep track of everyone and to stay alert on every single play, but also we need to do a little better when we have the ball, not giving it away so easily.
Yeah, I think both teams could probably possess the ball a little bit better, Jim, but I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with Cameron Porter, and it's been a battle over here with the left back Revis from Creighton. His 1v1 take on artistry is pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think he did get dangerous a number of times. He got in line, got a few shots off and some crosses, and we need to finish one of those off, one of these chances.
Jim, what would be the main message for you when you go in the locker room?
I think we have to just maybe just do a little bit better keeping the ball, putting passes together out of the back, so we can beat their initial pressure. Their initial pressure is pretty tough. They got a lot of hungry, energetic guys up the field, and if they pick you off, you're in big trouble. So we got to have a good balance of being able to get in behind them, but also connect better and put plays together and get out of our end, and hopefully we can get the second goal.
Jim, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, guys.
Jim Barlow, the head coach of Princeton, 1-1 here at halftime. Exciting, entertaining, and very energetic first half here. He scored a goal in the first half. McGinley. So did he. Sean Kim. It's Creighton 1, Princeton 1. Ed, welcome back to Roberts Stadium here on the campus of Princeton University. Glenn Davis alongside former U.S. women's national team coach Tony DeCicco. And boy, do we have some great games coming up on ESPNU. Tony, how about number 2 North Carolina taking on number 1 Maryland October 19th at 6 Eastern?
And remember, UNC is the defending national champion, so this is a great match. They've only given up 0.26 goals per game. That's Scott Goodman in goal. He really knows how to keep it out of the net.
Conversely, Maryland will come into that game the top goal-scoring team in the ACC, led by that man there, and 6-goal scorer Patrick Mullins.
And you know what I like about him, Glenn, is he's, first of all, it's impressive that he's scoring in the ACC, but he has 6 goals, 6 assists, 18 points, but he knows how to score, but he also knows how to set up his teammates.
Part of a number of great upcoming ESPNU telecasts when it comes to college soccer. Sunday, Baylor at Oklahoma State and A.D. French, Louisville and South Florida, North Carolina, Maryland, and then Portland and San Diego. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll take a look at first half highlights and much more. Halftime, Creighton and Princeton tied here in Princeton, New Jersey at 1. Glenn Davis alongside Tony DeChico as we go right into highlights here. Princeton would get the game's first goal here off the long throw.
And they're dangerous. All they try to do is put the ball in the mixer. McGinley gets on it, and it's in the back of the net. And that's going to be something that Creighton is going to have to deal with the rest of the game.
First goal of the year from McGinley, and again, here's another look at this long, dangerous throw from Linfield.
All you're trying to do is compete, and if it lands on the ground, it's automatically dangerous, and you see what happens.
Sean Kim with the response, though, for Creighton.
Right, Gomez picks up the ball, slips it through. This is a good goal. He's under pressure. The goalkeeper's coming, but he has the presence of mind just to lift it over the keeper. Here's a pass from Gomez, which is a good ball. But watch the goalkeeper McMillan go down. Sean Kim just lifts it over.
We did say in this game that Jose Gomez did have to play a part in this game here for Creighton today, and he comes up with that vital pass to Sean Kim.
Right, he's got to be good, and I think it was hard for him because he just couldn't get a hold of the ball, but Sean Kim has made Gomez better.
All right, let's talk about goalkeepers because they've been evident in this one too. Let's start first with Princeton.
And there's Peter breaking in on McMillan, and McMillan makes a good save. That was their first early chance. And then another McMillan save off of Peter, a free kick. So he's been active.
Creighton goalkeeper Alex Bolovich, the coach's son.
Right. Porter's in on the outside, deflects that one, and this time again Porter drives it. Bolovich makes the save.
Tough night for goalkeepers, a little bit slick out here. There's your stats, everything looking real even here.
It's even. The game is even. It's going to come down to maybe a set piece.
Second half coming up from Princeton. NCAA Men's College Cup beginning Friday, December 7th, 5 p.m. right here on ESPNU. Creighton and Princeton tied at 1. The second half coming up from Princeton, New Jersey. We are off and running here in the second half at Roberts Stadium here. First ever meeting between Princeton and Creighton, tied at 1. Glenn Davis alongside Tony DeCicco. Princeton in the orange, Creighton in the gray. As the second half underway here, very vibrant and very, very fast-paced first 45, Tony.
Yes, it was, and I pictured both coaches had about the same thing to say in halftime. Possess the ball. They need to possess the ball better, both teams, and keep pressing and looking for those opportunities. Pretty even half, both teams with 8 shots. So let's see if one team takes over the initiative here.
Nico Hurtado, number 7 on here in the second half for Princeton. Hard to find a real difference in these two teams after the first 45. Well, what could ultimately win this game here, Tony?
Well, it could come down to set piece, and you know, as soon as I say set piece, it's you think of those long throw-ins by Lindo.
It's left by Jose Gomez, number 10.
Both teams have the ability to break down defenses with their attacking players, so I think there'll be some opportunities. It might come down to which goalkeeper can come up with a big save.
Both of them did produce important saves in the first half. Gomez, the assist to Sean Kim. Maybe a chance here on the turn. The shot sits on the goal line and is clear by Princeton. So Creighton coming out of here pressing very, very high and putting a big edge in here. Hurtado now for Princeton. Fighting through the challenge. He does get fouled by number 6, Brendan Hines-Ike.
Here's that chance for Sean Kim. He doesn't quite hit it the way he wants. Saved off the line. I'm not sure it was going to be on frame either way.
Yellow card for Creighton's number 6, Heinz Ike. Saeta stands over the free kick here. Outside back that Princeton hopes to get into the attack. This one is miss it and will be easily handled by goalkeeper Alex Bolovich. Bolovich is an interesting story. Of course, was a 2010 redshirt at FIU. Played only 9 minutes last year after transferring. And now has 8 games and a 0.93 goals against average along with 4 shutouts. Hurtado will play it forward now.
Again, getting back to the coach's keys for Creighton. Press high against Princeton, look for some opportunities, and possess the ball. And I think if we look at the Princeton keys from Coach Barlow, it'll be pretty similar.
So a quick look at Elmar Bolovich. And here's Princeton's coach's keys.
Right, again, press high and, you know, look for the opportunities on set pieces. They've already scored 1 goal on a set piece. They'll try to create some others.
Headed away by Saeta.
See, that pass, in my opinion, should be more of a possession pass rather than trying to get somebody in. You just won the ball against a duel. Instead of trying something very difficult, just possess it.
Billy McGinnis gets it wide. Saeta. Here's your goal scorer for Princeton, Miles McGinley. Tries to square it into the box, and he's a worker out of midfield. Zach Barnes. Gomez goes down. He's going to earn a free kick. Jose Gomez, very, very talented attacking player, and Elmar Bolovich, and as you said, Tony, a player that they're looking for more consistency from, but clearly has a wonderful skill set.
Coach Bolovich's phrase was he's hot and cold, but he also said he's incredibly talented. This is a tough game because I'm sure he would like a bit more time on the ball. He's not going to find it. Any good defensive team doesn't want to allow him to have looks. The assist he got was just, you know, a brilliant through ball after the team won the ball back and he found Sean Kemp to get in.
Transfer from Cal State Fullerton. Jose Gomez has 2 goals and 3 assists this year for Creighton. Now he's got 4 assists with 1 tonight. Gomez, talented skill set. Been entertaining to watch as well. Kim, nice layoff. Gomez. Offside flag is up. Won't count.
But you can see there what Gomez can do.
Wonderful 3-man move there, and it happened very quickly from Creighton, despite the offside flag.
Well, here it comes. Kim's driving it centrally. Peters running in behind the defense. And we don't have an angle, Glenn, but I looked from our angle that he might have been in just a bit early.
Timo Peter getting in there, 3 goals, 2 assists. Remember, he's only a freshman, but certainly looks very, very refined and maybe a little more mature beyond his years.
Well, you can see how he took that. You know, again, the goalkeeper coming hard. You're not going to just shoot into him, lift it over the goalkeeper.
Doesn't look like your everyday freshman.
No, not if he's come from Germany. You know he's going to have some sophistication to his game, but he has pace. He has some flair, and he's found his scoring touch for Creighton.
They've got their outside back into the attack. Rebus now. He's got a crossing opportunity here. Drives it in towards the near post. Gomez is there. And it should be a corner for Creighton here.
Well, Creighton has come out on the front foot. Right now they're bossing the game. They're getting opportunities. They've got a set piece now. Let's see what they can do with it.
Boy, they're loading the box up now. Coming forward. A number of players here for Creighton. Into the 6 it comes. Can't steer the header on target. Zach Barnes. Bruno Castro plays it forward towards Sean Kim. McGinley will play it wide. Letterman knocked it forward. It's headed away. Second ball is picked up by Princeton as they drive forward. Hurtado's in the box. Sayeda now. O'Neal, Sayeda. Matt Sander, the captain. Princeton needs to get it switched here. It's very tight on this side of the field. And finally, Creighton wins it back but concedes the throw.
And you're right. Princeton needed to switch it out of there. Give Creighton credit. They were kind of forcing it back into the flank each time, but it's not much space to play.
Patrick O'Neal goes down. Princeton's going to get a set piece here. Sayeda will stand over it. Bunch of Princeton student fans have followed Alex Bolovich to the other end of the field. In goal for Creighton. McGinley. Patrick O'Neal, still Patrick O'Neal, will play it wide. Sayeda will knock that cross into the crowd. Goal kick to Creighton here now. Ticking down towards the 36-minute mark. Again, a reminder, substitutions here in the second half. If you come off, you're allowed one re-entry in the college game.
O'Neal and Kim mixing up there, trying to change clothing.
Kim, good ball here. Knocked it forward, trying to pick out Peter. That's a nice combination there, though. Kim and Peter right now looking quick and dangerous.
Both have mobility, and it makes it easy for players to find players that are mobile and looking to make runs.
Creighton program, so much history. 3 times in the College Cup, 19 NCAA tournament appearances. Jose Gomez works a give and go. Jose Gomez towards the end line. Can he steer this back? Cuts it back to the far post. A diving header. It is 2-1. That's a spectacular goal from Creighton.
That is a great goal.
Rebus is your goal scorer.
Your left back gets in and scores a diving header. I mean, this is just good total soccer. But watch this. It starts in the midfield. They're knocking it around. Great little 1-2. Gomez, and I believe it's Kim. Now Gomez drives towards the line, doesn't put the goalkeeper in play, chips it over, diving header by Rebus. Come on, I would pay for goals like that.
That's 5-star entertainment from Creighton. Now we posed the question, would Jose Gomez step up today? Well, he has. He's set up both of their goals.
That was just a class goal. Great piece of soccer right there.
So Rebus, who's a double duty today, trying to contain Cameron Porter out wide for Princeton. Well, nothing better than a defender also adding to his tally by scoring a goal in a game like this.
Yeah, scoring a goal off a diving header.
Princeton now hoping to respond here.
I think they will. I think these are 2 pretty even teams.
Good opportunity here, and that'll be a corner for Princeton.
That's Porter getting his stuff out on the flank.
Right after the goal scorer Rebus, after Rebus scored. Second goal of the year for Rebus. Princeton now off the corner. And coming over to take it, Sayeda.
In swinger.
Curls it in towards the 6. Lots of bodies in there. Ball is still loose. Shot is blocked on the goal line, and we are going to the penalty spot.
Looks like O'Neal may have been pushed. Creighton's claiming handball. Here's the service in for Sieta. It's headed to goalkeeper. Somebody trips. Looks like the goalkeeper and one other Princeton player challenged for the ball. Goalkeeper's on the ground. O'Neill's here. Trips as he's shooting. Don't see the foul, but I see him falling down. Goalkeeper, the referee was right there, pointed towards the penalty strike.
Heinz Ike may have got a left-hand arm off his arm there, and that's what prompted the penalty call. And you've got now your veteran, your captain, fourth-year senior here, Matt Sanner, to take the penalty against Bolovich. Sanner has tied it up with class. A nice cold finish. Calmly puts in the penalty. It is now 2-2.
Glenn, that's responding to a goal. You get scored on a minute or two later, you equalize.
Matt Sanner picks up number 3 on the year, and it comes from your leader and your captain.
Gets Bolovich to go to his right and just calmly places it towards the left upright.
Response took only 2 minutes from Princeton. Entertaining 4-goal game here, and we're only 58 minutes in.
Yeah, neither of us think that's the end of it, do we?
I would agree with you on that. Goals have been raining down here in the second half, as well as chances. Ball towards the corner flag, and that one will just skip out of play. Sean Kim was the target. Long direct ball. Hurtado was the target. Second ball picked up here by Creighton's number 12, Zach Barnes. He knocks it down. Ribeiro now will play it wide. Rebus now towards the corner flag. And Jose Gomez, number 10. Creighton have won it back. Sean Kim now in the box. And they're going to give Creighton a corner here, so an opportunity to load the box up here now as we tick down towards the 32nd minute mark here in the second half.
I like the way Creighton has started the second half. Even though they conceded a goal and it's 2-2, they're definitely possessing and being more creative than the attacking third of the field.
Rebus off the corner towards the near post. Hurtado trying to get there for Princeton, number 7. He does. Hurtado. Bolovich wisely was already out by his 18. Cleans it up for Creighton.
They've thrown the Princeton coach Jim Barlow has put Hurtado up top, so he has Matt Sammer in the attacking midfield spot again.
Tackle there from Princeton's Billy McGinnis. Timed it perfectly. Again, the high pressing play, how quickly Creighton tries to get players around the ball. Turning out of there wonderfully was number 18, Patrick O'Neil. Patrick O'Neil still on the run for Princeton. There are times though, like, you know, you think players should just put a foot on the ball and slow the game down and pull another team out a bit.
Yeah, spin out with the ball and just play a deeper player and open it up a little bit.
As though sometimes it's forced forward too quickly.
Just I call it sometimes a not on syndrome, where you're seeing something you think it might be on, but if you take a bigger look, it's really not on. Keep the ball, keep probing, and look for a real opportunity.
Thomas Sanner comes back on. Again, Princeton in the orange, Creighton in gray, Glenn Davis alongside Tony DeCicco. Roberts Stadium on the campus of Princeton University, 2-2, Princeton and Creighton. Tanner brothers both there at the top of the box.
Oh, they were looking for each other. Matt gonna try to head it over to Thomas.
Nicely cushioned down there. Nice calm play there from Mark Linville, who's been very impressive here today at center back for Princeton. Hurtado looking pretty impressive as well towards the end line now. Hurtado, and he'll earn the corner. Credit him for taking somebody on.
Yeah, he has been impressive in this half. He played in the center and he did a pretty good job, and now he's out on the flank and he certainly knows how to take on.
Fast, tricky, a freshman from Key Biscayne, Florida.
In-swinger on this, and they're dangerous. Look at how open Matt Sammer is. I just don't believe that they don't mark him.
Driven in back post, shooting opportunity, maybe. Maybe not. Gomez comes out of there. And steered away by Jose Ribas, who has scored one of the goals for Creighton here today, the left back.
But as soon as it goes out of play, you know you're going to see a long throw in and it's going to be dangerous. I think Bolovich may need to be a little bit more active on these and start to come for him. He knows they're coming into the 6. One of the advantages on long throw-ins, you know that it's going to be a little bit more accurate than a corner kick.
Here he comes towards the near post. It's helped on. Matt Sander got up and helped it on for sure. He's driven towards the corner flag. Sean Kim has chased everything here tonight.
Yeah, he's been very mobile and very active.
Glenn Davis, Tony DeCicco, Creighton 7-3-2 against Princeton 5-3-1. We're at Roberts Stadium in Princeton, New Jersey. Beautiful venue here. 2-2 second half score line. Jose Gomez trying to get forward and broken up there by the good aggressive work from Miles McGinley, the sophomore. Christian Blandon is fouled. For Creighton, Ribas comes over. Gomez as well. Stand over the free kick. Good look at Blandon. Gomez.
Good looking cross.
Ribas now for Creighton. Teasing, tormenting, gets a crossover. And Princeton avert the danger. Here's Hurtado now. Free kick for Hurtado and Princeton. Pace of this game is very, very little. It's pretty much been all out all the time.
Well, it's, you know, you want to raise the pace of the game, you do with defensive pressure, and both these teams are committed defensively.
Chance to get it over and get a head up towards the near post. Sean Kim. Offside flag is up.
This one we had a good look at, Glenn.
ESPN News coverage of women's college soccer featuring a Big 12 matchup Sunday. 25th ranked Baylor taking on 22nd ranked Cowgirls of Oklahoma State. Women's college soccer Sunday 5 Eastern on ESPNU.
And you're right about A.D. Branch for Oklahoma State. She is a pretty impressive goalkeeper and might see her in a U.S. national team jersey before long.
Athletic, great command of the penalty area, good distribution. What else do you like about her?
Well,
being a former goalkeeper.
She's incredibly athletic, and you know, I just see a lot of upside. She's committed to the position, and she wants to learn, and I think she's got a tremendous upside.
Gomez helped it on, nobody there, off his line. For Princeton now is Seth McMillan. Comes right back at Princeton, but working to win it back was their captain, Matt Sanner.
Pressure by Blandon.
Hurtado now. Can Princeton get out of this tight area and get it switched? They may just have done that.
Peter's getting ready to come back in for Creighton.
Another free kick now for Princeton. And Coleman is number 27, holding midfielder for Creighton. Provides a shield for the back four. Here's Jose Gomez, 2 assists on the night. Has lived up to it tonight. He's certainly battled Princeton, and he's going to earn a free kick. Foul committed by Matt Sanner that time.
The universal signal by referees is, okay, there's been enough fouling. Cards will start to fly.
Gomez with a quick free kick. And that is a good hard hit and a good save from McMillan. Jose Gomez is living up to it tonight, Tony.
Well, he might have been a little cold in the first half, but he's hot now.
Come on, let's go.
So another corner for Creighton here. We're ticking down towards the 23-minute mark. They load the box up.
Peter just came back in the game.
Wait.
A couple of changes for Creighton.
18.
Rebus now. And the wonderful diving header for Creighton. Little back here, there, broken up by Princeton. Ribeiro now. Hurtado will play it out wide. Matt Sanner will switch the point of the attack for Princeton now. Benedict. Been nice and stable at right back, Benedict, for Princeton tonight.
Very stable. I think Coach Barlow would like to see him forward more.
Like this from Sayeda.
He feels that his 2 wide defenders are also good playmakers when they come forward.
Peter, the German. Hurtado tried to strip him. Hindsight is calling for the penalty, which this man, Matt Sanner, hit to make it 2-2 for Princeton. Sanner gets caught in possession. So now both teams struggling a bit here, really, to start to control this game with possession, Tony.
Right, and they've got to play a little bit quicker, 1 and 2 touch. They've got to open it up a little bit. It's okay to go back and spread the game a little bit and let your players forward make more meaningful runs and thoughtful runs.
Sean Kim was trying to play in that run.
Landon made a run off the flank, just was intercepted.
Rebus continuing to drive forward, showing us that he was a former midfielder. His shot goes wide. More changes for Princeton here. Dylan Bowman comes on, number 30. Seth McMillan off the goal kick. Gomez in the hole with the outside of his foot. Has brought on Miles Inglis, freshman from Rome, Georgia, who was the target on that last attack. So his first minutes here tonight. Goals have come in the second half, as that graphic illustrates. Gomez almost pulled off an amazing pass there.
Coach Bolovich is showing some of his depth. He's got a pretty deep bench and he's using it.
German Peter lost it. It'll be a throw into Princeton. Thomas Sander knocked it back. Here's McGinley now.
Giving away.
Benedict plays it forward. Rebus. And Rebus remains down for Creighton. Been very, very active here tonight.
That's a hard tackle.
By Jose Rebus from Guayaquil, Ecuador last year, who was mostly a sub. Here comes Creighton again. That time Jose Gomez was the deeper target, and they're going to get a corner here.
No, I am impressed with him because he had a tough mark early in the game. He just battled and battled and battled. Now he's getting a chance to get forward, obviously scoring the goal. And he took a tough tackle there from Benedict and got up and played.
Seth McMillan now organizing things for Princeton. Rebus will take the corner for Creighton. Good look from behind him. Comes in towards the 6. Contact not made. It'll be a free kick now for Princeton. Not much of a difference you can see here, Tony.
Well, I think Creighton has taken it up another level, and it's right now Princeton's having trouble just linking passes together and creating an attack. Princeton's going to do it with a set piece if they're going to win this game. Creighton's going to get some more opportunities off the flow of play.
Good switch, good vision there. Shown by number 4, Vincent Keller of Creighton, but it's given away. Sander brothers now working off each other. 30 for Princeton. Dylan Bowman now. Again given away. Times forced here.
Yeah, he needs to play into his center midfield rather than try to find that little opening to his center forward. It's just not on. Good win back by Bowen though. Good job defensively by Princeton, but then they give the ball away. Little flare there by Gomez, but it didn't come off.
Bowman now. Trying to get turned, he does. Sayeta. Not able to turn out of there was number 3, Miles McGinley. They go back to Bolovich. Gomez. And he earns a free kick as called for the foul there is number 26, Mark Linville. Just get the sense if it happens for Creighton, it's likely going to come through Gomez.
Yeah, it's Gomez. Peter, you'll see back in this game in a little while. He's out right now, but they're starting to get some pretty good looks at through balls behind the defense. And if they get balls like in that part of the field, behind the midfield, in front of the back four for Princeton, they're going to get some players and some balls in behind.
Free kick for Creighton. Billy McGinnis in on that tackle. And McGinnis is going to pick up a yellow card. Player down for Creighton.
Kind of loses the ball, comes in hard, but it's late. It's late. It's a tackle, but it's a little bit late. It's a little bit reckless. And it looks like that ankle turned underneath.
Brendan Hines Ike is the player down for Creighton. With college basketball season just around the corner, ESPNU is ready. Friday, Midnight Madness. First at 5, it's your chance to get an early look at one of the top teams in the nation. Tom Crean's Indiana Hoosiers practice at Assembly Hall. Then at 9, Derry Noka and our team of college basketball analysts take you coast to coast to check out some of our top teams and players in the nation all the way until midnight. ESPNU Midnight Madness starting Friday at 5 on ESPNU.
18, boys. This one front.
Well, it's good that Hines Ike is up and walking off himself, because that was a hard tackle.
18.
Ike on the way off. Standing over the free kick, Jose Gomez. 2 assists tonight for Creighton. Gomez delivers towards the back post. Princeton defends it well in the air.
Well defended by Princeton. They won it. They came out together and they earned the free kick.
There you see Matt Sander coming so deep, Tony, to play make. He really is a leader, like you've mentioned earlier in this show.
Well, those three in the midfield kind of rotate. You see McGinley forward a lot more, but yeah, he's going to find the ball, and it's important for Princeton that he does find the ball.
Bowman is wide over here. This is a run from Porter here. Ribeiro breaks it up, puts it through the legs of Porter, and out comes Creighton.
Ribeiro's been good defensively, but he also showed a little flair there.
This man has done the same. Flair, good defensively, big individual battle, wonderful diving header. It's been a great night for that man, number 8, Jose Ribas.
One of the adjustments that Bolovich made at halftime was not to let Porter be just 1 versus 1, to make sure he got a second player over there. It has slowed him down a bit and helped out Ribas in defending him.
Free kick time for Creighton now. Ticking down towards the 14-minute mark. Now the 13-minute mark. McGinley, big tackle. Is there a goal in regulation here to win it for either Princeton or Creighton?
There'll be chances. I can guarantee you that. There'll be more chances.
Bowman plays it wide. Maybe one now. Sayeda, offside flag is up. Gomez. is 4.
Dangerous area for a free kick.
Actually, at this stage of the game now, with less than 13 minutes left.
Ribas and Gomez over the ball. I gotta believe Gomez is hitting this. Maybe he's chipping it to the back post to some runners.
Plays it short. 28 is Ribeiro. His shot is blocked.
Would have been my last choice on a free kick at this point of the game.
Porter. Got overcomplicated. The additional pass. Again, Creighton in gray, Princeton in orange. We're tied at 2 here.
I think they can go into the back line and secure possession a little bit better.
Gomez. Ribas now. He's coming inside. He's attacked a lot from that left back position here in the second half. Given away. Princeton wins it back now. It's given it right back. Ribas. Creighton gets it wide. Princeton winning it, having a hard time holding on to it. And it's Creighton again. Gomez.
Don't run away from it. They play the ball and they've got a show for each other. This is a little bit better.
Finally given away, though. They didn't go anywhere. And Matt Sanner is coming deeper and deeper in this game here, which may be a telltale sign, Tony. I don't know.
But clearly, Coach Bolovich had also talked at halftime about better pressing.
Peter now driving towards goal. Peter, left-footed shot over the top, hit with good power, but not on target.
And he can get a quick release, too.
ESPNU's coverage of women's college volleyball continues Wednesday with the SEC on ESPN. The Lady Vols of Tennessee taking on the LSU Tigers. Tennessee LSU Wednesday, 8 Eastern on ESPNU. Right here at Roberts Stadium, we're counting down towards the 9-minute mark.
Better by Princeton that time coming out.
Sayeda now gets it wide. Here's Bowman. Gets a cross in, far post. Wonderful opportunity there for number 13, Cameron Porter, who didn't make good contact.
No, he was trying to get the old bike going here. Good ball by Bowen. Just doesn't get good contact on it, and Bolovich is there for the save.
Carve out a wonderful chance against the run of play because they've been under a heavy pressure from Creighton.
That was their best piece of soccer in this half, I think.
And as you've been mentioning, they got an outside back into the attack. Jim Barlow going to his bench again.
Miles, back.
O'Neal coming on, McGinley out. Also coming out is number 8 for Princeton, Thomas Sanner.
It's a tough game for a freshman. I'm sure this is a great learning experience for him.
Yeah, it seemed the game maybe passed him by a little bit here today.
A little bit quick.
Still Thomas Thomas Sander has big upside. 3 goals, 5 assists on the year for a freshman.
It'll be huge for him in their conference run in the Ivy League.
Say at it, bad ball. Gomez. Incredibly comfortable with the ball at his feet, as well as this man, Rebus. Gomez clips it in. McMillan off his line. The offside flag was up anyway.
Good ball.
Matt Sander now in a more extended position.
Yeah, Matt Sanders moved up to center forward again.
Less than 7 minutes for somebody to produce a game winner here. If not, it's on to extra time.
And I think Princeton is starting to come back into the game here. They're possessing the ball a little bit better, getting some half chances. And their set pieces aren't going to be dangerous unless they're in the attacking half of the field.
Sander flicked it on, maybe a chance for Bowman, who goes down. And are we going to the penalty spot? I believe we are.
I have to see this one. I saw the referee look at his assistant.
He was hesitant for sure.
Kind of a delayed call. But Bowman ran in behind. Nobody saw it. Matt Sander flicked it on. He took the shot before he was hit. Goalkeeper Bolovich was a little bit out of control with this. Sanders puts it on. It's hard to argue with that. Even though I think the ball was going to run out of bounds already, it's hard to argue with the fact that after the ball was played, he was fouled.
Clearly was going off target. Bolovich is upset, but he didn't clearly make contact with the player. And here's the man who beat him before from the penalty spot, Matt Sander, the captain, stepping up. And this could be potentially a game-winning goal with less than 7 minutes left. Sander, save Bolovich! The rebound, save again Bolovich! Spectacular goalkeeping. It is 2-2. It remains that way.
I don't know which one was better, but I think the second save was better.
And here's Creighton now on the counterattack.
Corner.
Princeton had an opportunity to go up 3-2.
Watch this save. First save, but this is the great one where he smothers the shot because Sander had a second look at it. First save is, the first ball is saved. Sander gets another shot at it. Bolovich is there for the smother save. Good courage, but what a save at that point in the game.
Rebus now off the corner for Creighton. And it comes. Shot goes off the mark as Sander altered that effort. Coming from Creighton's number 4, Vincent Keller.
He always wanted a second penalty in the same game. Are you going the same way? You're going to the opposite way. Well, in that case, Sander went the same way, and Bolovich was ready for it.
McMillan takes a goal kick. Here's Hurtado now. Princeton will get a throw, inching down towards the 4-minute mark now. Again, the clock counts down. Big switch. Porter against Reed.
They got numbers over there on him now, though. Still gets a half cross in, but probably needed to play that one off earlier.
Sonny Mack also making an appearance now here in the second half for Creighton. Did not appear in the first half. And it'll be a goal kick to Creighton now as We are inside of 4 minutes left now. As it's heading down here. It remains tied. 2 10-minute overtime periods, extra sessions. And the golden goal in effect. After the second overtime, the game would end in a tie. Rivera. Space on the right side here. Amaral. Peter now. Two very evenly matched teams here today. Scored a wonderful diving header for Creighton. Off a cross from Jose Gomez. Tanner called for the handball. Captain's been in and around it today. Dropped deeper to defend. Flicked on a ball that led to a penalty. Missed a penalty shot. Made a penalty earlier in the game. What hasn't he done?
It's the type of player you want to have at every position.
Playmaker for Creighton today has been Gomez. He's got 2 assists. Might have opened up here. Sanner tried to get it to Hurtado. The referee is going to bring this back.
Hurtado was offside.
Up.
Well, Princeton's starting to get some looks.
Starting to win a few more tackles in midfield again. This one hit early and direct, and it'll go all the way back to Alex Bolovich. Barrow overhit it, trying to pick out his left back, making the run forward. Rebus.
Got to be impressed with him. He's been very solid all game long, up and down the flank. He's got better dealing with Porter. And he scored a goal.
Yeah, initiated a ton of attacks through him. And you're right, what an engine too. He's been up and down. That hit goes over the top. Goal kick to Princeton. It's almost as though we are now likely heading to overtime here with only 20 seconds left. There will be 2 sessions, and the golden goal will be in effect.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Counts down.
2, 1.
More soccer to be played here at Roberts Stadium in Princeton, New Jersey. Jim Barlow and Princeton tied 2-2 with Creighton. It is the end of regulation. When we come back, well, guess what? There's more soccer to be played. 2 10-minute overtime sessions. Golden goal will be in effect. Could have been 3-2 Princeton if it weren't for this from Alex Bolovich of Creighton in goal. Spectacular goalkeeping. 1 and 2. Creighton 2, Princeton 2. Overtime is next. We are on to overtime here. Creighton 2-2 and Princeton in regulation here. Glenn Davis alongside Tony DeChico. Here's how it happened. Let's go to the 9th minute. Miles McGinley.
Long throw in. McGinley gets a touch to it. Back of the net. 1-0 Princeton. But a giveaway. Gomez finds Sean Kim. Under pressure, Kim lifts it over McMillan. 1-1. How about this goal, Glenn? Gomez to Rivas. Diving header back in the net. That's your left back, folks. There's the corner kick. And then penalty. O'Neal trying to score. Matt Sammer steps up and puts it away.
2-2 at that point in the 57th minute. And it leads to this. Center, with a few minutes left, has a penalty, and Alex Bolovich coming up huge, Tony.
Double save off a penalty when the score is 2-2 with a few minutes left in the game. That is coming up huge.
Overtime records, Creighton 1-0-2, Princeton 1-0-1. So remember, the golden goal in effect. If somebody scores, it is over. Princeton in orange, Creighton in gray. First overtime session begins. And Benedict is fouled. He'll be right back. Switches into the far side of the field, on the left side of the field now for Princeton.
Saeed is taken down, so this is where Princeton is very dangerous. Balls into the penalty area. Look for Matt Sammer to get on the end.
So number 22, big Josh Miller in there as well. There's Miller battling away, but it's Creighton will come away with it and knock it towards the halfway line. Getting turned is Matt Sanner. Plays it forward. Captain Ribeiro for Creighton. Gomez. Kim is in there.
Good defensive presence, good tackle.
Sonny Mack, number 11, continues to stay on for Creighton. From London, England. Only his 5th appearance tonight.
It's an English-style game. A little wet out there. We're combative.
Keep your eyes, we could be in London tonight. Gomez, that's blocked by Princeton again. As they're making it difficult for Creighton to get out of their own half here now. Ribeiro, the captain, with a nice touch to come forward now. Two assists on the night for number 10, Jose Gomez, who's come into this one very, very talented, highly. Santa Ana, California, transfer from Cal State Fullerton. Direct play. Headed away by Jake Brown. Coleman now. Coleman is going to try a splitting pass here, and Benedict pinched in nicely to win it back for Princeton now. Miller. Gave it away. Change coming up. Sean Kim goes off. Coming on for Creighton is number 12, Zach Barnes from Flower Mound, Texas.
Barnes started the game.
Hurtado, Princeton. Both teams having a hard time keeping possession right now.
Foul on Gomez. Again, any of these set pieces, ball's going to be flighted into the penalty area, incredibly dangerous.
A little bit of a late tackle there from number 16, Alex Wetterman.
A real dangerous area here, Glenn, is the top of the D. Balls get half cleared. As he bends this thing in, balls get half cleared, somebody can run onto it.
Gomez whips it in.
Right in there.
Driven over the halfway line. Princeton trying to get out now.
Creighton has changed the way they're playing. Now they seem to be playing a lot more direct. And Princeton's possessing the ball a little bit better. Creighton needs to play the way they started the second half.
Much of that comes down to fatigue at this stage.
Part of it is that fatigue. But these athletes are pretty well conditioned.
Been high-paced throughout the night. Rebus now.
Oh, slipped in beautifully. A chance here for a game winner. It's over. Creighton has won it. The goal scorer is number 3, Benito Amaral.
Right back. We've had 2 goals scored for the right back, but that was another good piece of soccer, and he just overlapped, snuck in behind, and I believe Gomez got his 3rd assist of the game.
You believe right. Jose Gomez coming up with his 3rd assist. He slips in Benito Amaral.
Watch Amaral on the right, just starting to sprint forward. Gomez gets it, finds the gap between the 2 defenders, and he just does a great job of finding the space where McMillan cannot make the save.
Beautifully weighted pass and a finish wonderful from a right back.
Here's that pass again between the 2 defenders. Near post goal. Goals from your left back and your right back.
That'll do it here. A big win. Number 8 on the year for Creighton. They go to 8-3-2. They do it in overtime. The goal scorer, Benito Amaral. To the delight of their head coach, Elmar Bolowich. There is a very happy young right back for Creighton. Final score, Creighton 3, Princeton 2. Coming up next on ESPNU, The Experts, powered by Ram. Good night. For Tony DeChico, I'm Glenn Davis from Princeton, New Jersey.